But I love the idea that you're trying, you're taking the general ideas and you're taking the typeface and then reapplying your own understanding and then playing with the key aspects of it. Because the gate's about a teleportation, like a portal that opens a world of like sinister crimes and stuff. And the scientist behind its discovery is the only person who can stop it. I believe that's something like that. Somewhere in that. I think Andrew created that, by the way, too. So
it's pretty cool. It was a good topic.
It's interesting. So,
it's a very good topic because it was like a very different take on teleportation as well. So it was criminal world. Like it's very, very cool. Also, you know what was really impressive, and I think this is the way I want to learn from you. You are very organized.
I try to be.
Very, very like my lectures. I'm more like a mad scientist. People like my stuff not because my lecturing style is good. I'm just like throwing really crazy stuff at them, but your stuff is good, is very professional, but also very organized. So when I started using Photoshop, I was like, the first thing I turn off when I install Photoshop is this guidelines, this like purple kind of thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? I always turn
absolutely.
them off. Like the first thing I do, I turn them off. They drive me crazy. But then when I started using it, and I saw like when you were inside Illustrator, it would really help you to kind of arrange things, and that everything looked really clean and really organized and very kind of grid laid out,
Sure.
And I was like, man, why I'm not using that? And I turned it back, and it immediately everything started to kind of come together. Everything would align, and it just would look more graphically pleasant. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, thank you very much, man. I'm learning so much, and I'm so happy to have such a professional and amazing lecturer as you are.
You're so flattering. Thank you, man. Well, I mean, I think the thing with there's many different ways to go about this, and I think the one thing that's important is the grid exists and it's mathematical and it's made for you to use. But the grid is also there to be broken too, and I think that there's a couple of designers that you should look up. I think you might be interested in their work. One of them is called David Carson, and he was quite hated upon in the beginning, especially because he took everything that was designed and created in regards to the grid, and he basically broke it all and kind of disregarded it. And he ran a magazine called Raygun for a while. It was quite interesting, but I think you should check that out. But I mean, not to throw you for a loop. I just want you to always be aware that it's important to, obviously, how it goes with art. It's important to understand, like, say, anatomy and bone structure before you go off doing something else, because it's good to know the foundations behind the core behind things, so that you understand why, like the way the knee bends and the way that the flesh bends over the back of the knee and all that kind of stuff. So you understand how light works and all that kind of stuff, and then you can break those rules and understand them. So. And I will be honest too. I've learned. I went to school, but I didn't learn this stuff in school necessarily. I actually learned it all from books and YouTube and the internet. And so when I was having to teach this, it was very much an instinctive thing that I've been learning through my career just on my own. And then having to organize it into a way, it was very challenging. So it's cool that you're seeing the benefits of it, and I appreciate it. I hope everybody else as well, because it's difficult. And I didn't cover everything. To be completely honest, there's so much more. Basically, I could do a whole class just on the essence of typography only. So, which I might do later down the road if people are interested as well.